It begins with an outline, which then comes to life in the dexterous hands of Matt Worker. He's the staff cartoonist for Politico.com, and he's having some fun at the expense of Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney.
I came up with the Marie Antoinette connection and let them eat cake.
That was after Romney was secretly videotaped saying 47% of Americans depend on government aid, and it wasn't worth trying to win their votes.
Sometimes I'm very old-fashioned. I mean, there are a lot of contemporary cartoonists who really use words a lot, and I actually believe in the old-fashioned sort of graphic jokes.
President Barack Obama has also provided fodder for satire, but Worker says often the best presidential ticket to caricature is the one he didn't vote for.
George Bush, 8 years of George Bush and Cheney, it was hog heaven. It was tough on the world, but for the cartoonists, it was great.
When we get angry, the amygdala fires up.
At a recent convention of political cartoonists, Worker jokingly explained how the brain processes a cartoon.
It comes in through the eyeball, goes down the optic nerve, it hits the cartoonula, which puts pressure on the amygdala, and then you have people burning down embassies all around the world.
The pen may be mightier than the sword, but with the newspaper industry shrinking, it's getting hard to make a living wielding a pen. Jimmy Margulies is the editorial cartoonist for The Record of New Jersey.
The last few years, we took an informal census, and there may have been about 100 staff cartoonists around the country, and now it's down to somewhere closer to 60.
He says what's being lost is a form of commentary that's more blunt than editorials.
This is, more like pinning someone down and in its simplicity, bringing out some essential truths that, are not directly stated in other forms of opinion writing.
You always got to think about where things are going to end up, so you don't end up having to draw an arm that's longer than the guy's whole body.
An aspiring cartoonist gets some pointers from Chip Bach. He used to work for the Akron Beacon Journal and now has his own website, Bach Bluster.
Times are tough for the old idea of cartoonists, but all kinds of other things have opened up. And editorial cartoons, all cartoons, are more popular than ever. You see them all over the internet. The problem now is figuring out how to get paid.
There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Indeed, the future may be all about new technologies. But all it takes is an old-fashioned pen and paper to make this reporter a little uncomfortable. Jerome Socolovsky, VOA News, Washington.